Don't break now, the world's locked out. Just close your eyes and we can push them all away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. The breakout is unfolding before our very eyes. I am live not at the regular scheduled stream time based on this event that is occurring. And what do you ask? Like, what are you talking about? Well, there's this, when the run concluded, when the buying subsided finally, back on that fateful October 23rd, 2023, that became, right, it was manufactured as some sort of local resistance. As you can see, it was tested, really confirmed on the 25th, 2 days later. And as you can see, even again this morning, and even if you don't even know, like on this 4-hour candle, it was the highest price Bitcoin had seen since 2022. But now we are just maybe breaking out for real this time, not swinging 3.27% in an 8-hour period, which is exactly what happened today after that third test now. So, but yeah, maybe we're breaking it, and you understand there's just very little historical resistance looking left until 38 to 40K. So, it could be a scam, dude. We could be getting scammed now. But nevertheless, going to try to be live for the coverage of it, whether it's death or glory. Well, probably not death, just fool's gold or real gold. Fool's Bitcoin or real Bitcoin. Where you don't even think about it, but Bitcoin is not at all really the big story until like maybe 5-10 minutes ago, because it's breaking out now. But these altcoins, some of these altcoins have been going insane today. Lind up 11%. It had broken out maybe like 4 or 5 days ago of its supply line of that descending triangle. You got KNC looking really good. It was looking good, confirming a bottom at the 200 moving average. And now it's running up over 10%. KSM is up almost 11% too, as it was just recently making all-time lows. So yeah, we get it. We know the game. We know it's like, okay, most of the altcoins 3 weeks ago looked like utter trash. They were making their lowest. A lot of them were making their lowest lows in years. But if Bitcoin rallies on the accumulation that was identified a couple weeks ago, there's no way these altcoins can continue to make these lows, and they're not. Right? It doesn't matter. There didn't have to be an edge. There didn't have to be a trade setup. There didn't have to be a beautiful harmonic with a type 2 return with bullish divergence at lows. That didn't have to be there for these rallies to occur on these S coins. It could have just been random coin flip, and it happened. But the beauty is, we know that's always going to be a phenomenon, just like it was in January. Most of them were jokes, random trash, but there were a handful that had some formidable setups where one could strategize an entry, a tight stop loss, and some equitable take profits. FIL is just kind of, FIL and Matic kind of two that will look great. If you cared enough about Sol, you could have made an argument at one point that one's gone insane. It broke its resistance, $37, just ran almost straight to the next resistance. Here's Bitcoin. Let's just go to the daily and let's just start looking at some of these altcoins. This is the beauty of the chart above my head. We will always be able to see Bitcoin's price, even if we're moving on to other timescales on Bitcoin or just other charts. Here's Bitcoin's daily. Where just yesterday, it was Halloween, it was spooky, but it was the highest daily candle close of the year 2023. It looks like that trend will continue today with 2 hours, 55 minutes till this daily candle closes. We're not in power hour. Okay, so I can't press the button. Dang, that sucks. Okay, so let's go to Ethereum that is having a decent day. Well, it's even better now, where, we understand anything above 1728 long enough, $2,000. That's it. Pretty cool thing about Ethereum, once the buyers were able to take out that level, they did formally backtest 1728. That has been support resistance for years. It was just resistance, lately, August, it was resistance. It was resistance in October. and it flipped to support. And as you can see, after the break and the bullish back test, some price action holding above the 200, now running. And you will be, if all stays the same or higher, it'll be the highest daily candle close since August 8th or even maybe August 1st. Again, you've got about 6.4 to 10% more upside on Ethereum at this current level. Yeah, that's great, man. Congratulations to Ethereum and Vitalik for switching to proof of stake. And that's the reason why we're pumping, right? One of us.
We accept that one
of us. Thank you so much. Google gobbles in the chat. We need many Google gobbles if we were to see Bitcoin run to 36K and for this to be a confirmed breakout in 2 hours, 53 minutes. Because if there are no gobble-ghouls, or no, I'm sorry, not gobble-ghouls. Hold on, what? Gobble-gobbles.
Go over here.
When I was young, he told my girl cousins I would never be a varsity athlete, and frankly, that was a tremendous blow to my self-esteem.
I have overinvested by a lot.
I don't know, man. The gobble-ghouls and the gooble-gobbles in the chat, or else. So yeah, man. I mean, it's like, you know, you can be optimistic. Anything above 1730 on Ethereum. Great, man. Congrats. It's not because Ethereum's awesome. It's because Bitcoin. Literally, all these altcoins are riding the coattails of Bitcoin's brilliance. And it's massive breakout on volume. Okay, so there's Ethereum. Great. I think we should just look at XRP, because XRP above 60 cents. After the break and the back test, and it's running now. I mean, working on your highest daily candle close since August 14th. Very nice. And again, we have a hard target of 76 cents. I have no idea how long it's going to take to get there. You can pull back, make another higher low. That's fine. But eventually, 76 cents. Anything above 54.6 cents long enough is 76 cents. All right, nice. Currently, let's see here. Whoops. We just do like, there it is. Currently, crypto up. The very top right of your screen. Had that blank. All right, nice. Y'all hear me? Is the do I have any echoes on right now? Are we good? Normal voice? No one said anything? Did anyone even say gabagool? Dude, this stream might be disconnected. I might not even be live right now. All right, fantastic. Someone let Alex Cobb know what's happening. Moonage. I'll have an alert set up if we make the highest high. We take out yesterday's wick. We'll hear the beat. And we go to BNB, which is like, okay, dude, it's like great, man. It's like holding support and everything's cool. And it's up 0.88%, still underperforming massively. Oh man, I gotta look in. All right, so you see it. Congratulations. Objectively speaking, okay, buyers have gotten the price back above the inflection points from history. At the same time, after doing that, they're attempting to hold the level. They're trying to confirm it as support again, as you saw in June and, I mean, early June and late June. As it flipped to resistance in August, it is now starting to become support again. All right, so if that's real and there's follow through after that, this could be a bottom. There could be a rally off of it because this is what happens. I mean, like the sellers tried and failed for the greater part of 6 weeks to 2 months, and they couldn't do anything. They got the ball, and it was 3 and out. Here's first down, second down, third down. They had to punt the ball. Okay, fourth down. So maybe the buyers are going to take the ball back, and we might see more significant rally off 225, where again you're going to test 234 again, the supply line of the channel, and then 249, 250 after that. Then we'll reassess if it gets to that point. So those are your big four. I really got to see if Bitcoin's doing what it's doing, these altcoins are doing what they're doing. BNB to Bitcoin can't be like doing very well. Sorry, that's the Bitcoin futures chart. Jeez, man, that's terrible. Look at that, man. It broke all the supports, okay? I didn't even notice. I guess I didn't have an alert set up. Yeah, the low from May of 2021. That was broken officially on the 24th. Oh, no, and look at that. There wasn't ever good, time to use this.
Would you look at this?
Look at the formal bearish backtest. It was once support from over 2 years ago, and it's now what, chat? What is it flipped to? It's a rat. People in the Italian world would say it's a rat. It's flipped. And now it's rolling over and working on its lowest prices. You have not seen prices like this since April of 2021. So, and there is no support here. You get that, right? It's kind of like nothing. So could you imagine like BNB heading on all the way down here? 4,800, 4,700. My God. All right, let me have an alert set up. We hear this beep. We know BNB to BTC is getting smoked. It's a trend. It's definitely been a trend for a long time now. And look what happened I'm just saying, right? Look what happened last time. The old other level, right? The major inflection point. What had happened? It flipped. It already was a rat. It already went state's witness. Flipped to resistance again, reconfirmed, and then collapsed to the next level. And it's now below that level. Oh my God, it's like the same. It's like a rerun. All right, sorry. Get wrecked, dude. But yeah, we can definitely look at Sol because it's just, man, it's kind of noteworthy. It didn't quite see. I don't know. I just went with like the candle high close from April 2021 and then the wick after. And I think everything correlated at, so you can see like where the candle high closed there. You got the wick here in July 2022. August 2022, even you can see it in May of 2022. You think that would be like the next level. It almost hit it, but pulled back. But man, what a day. What a couple weeks for Sol. Life-changing gains on this run. Holy crap, man. Just talk about what would be a spring back test in late September. Got as high as 145% in 34 days. What's up, men of Sherwood? Thank you. Yeah, dude, you work for Robinhood, man? I'm talking about like Robinhood, like not the app. I'm talking about like the guy from England. Thank you. Yeah. We'll look at it. Is your pronoun they because you're men? You are multiple people, all right? Yeah, Marathon, which is a crypto miner. And all these crypto miners getting bought up by BlackRock. BlackRock's like, I think, is it the majority, like the highest single owner of like almost all these miners now. The big boys, God. Buying everything up, man. You're going to own nothing and be happy. All the Bitcoin miners, all the real estate, all right? You name it. One sec. Oh yeah, my thumbnail is finally ready. Let me change it real quick and then we'll let me just do this real quick. Sorry. I think you would appreciate the thumbnail. Okay. Let's hold on. Sorry. Almost done here. You always are going to have the Bitcoin price up on the chart, so you're not missing anything. Heck, I mean, this thumbnail is actually pretty good. What's it called? Gosh dang it, man. Over 35K again. All right. There it is. All right, so $35,330. We saw a high of $35,650. Things are getting insane. All right. The swings we're getting in price percentage are getting a little bit more pronounced, a lot more pronounced than what we were seeing this summer, where it was legit like a financial lobotomy. That is the way it felt in a lot of ways from March. I guess it wasn't really March because you were making the highs of the year up until April. So it was like April all the way to like late October. It was just the wheels were spinning in the mud, but we were going nowhere, dude. And finally, right, we caught some gravel under the mud and we started going hard. And a breakout on volume again. There it is. Represented. Very nice. And again, there's just not much here. Look left. Historical price action. Well, and here's the thing. This is on the weekly, so that's only for the weekly. Shouldn't even be here. Oops, weekly only. If you look at the daily, though, you can make the argument on this time scale that it's 40K. It's 40K, man. Lots of touches here. You know, that's $40,000 target on the daily. And then on the weekly, you would say like 38, because I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. It's just traders settled up at different points. Right, where I just had it plotted like this because it was the candle high close after the run, right? And then the reversal. And then you had another candle high close in June of 2021. So that's why I have it like that on the weekly, 38K. So it actually could be 40K. It just depends on where you're looking. Thank you, Chaylin. Real quick, just want to, while we're, you know. Oh, yeah, I forgot, man. Holy crap. You know, this isn't even fair to myself. It is the first of the month, so it is the best day to join the Patreon, where you get access to all my charts, exclusive charts. You get trade setups, where there's the entry, the stop loss, take profits. But, you know, most of all, you get, I mean, it's just education, right? I mean, you keep surrounding yourself with people that are looking for the same things, the right things. If you're newer, you're being guided down the right path of what you should be looking for as an analyst, as a technician, as a trader, to be able to make a reasonable entry where eventually you'll become self-sufficient, and you won't depend on the education provided in the Patreon, but you might stick around like many have, because so 2 eyes, I'm scanning all day, a couple hundred, you know, charts here, there. And then we've got like, you know, over 100 plus people that are also scanning, looking different charts across different markets or the same markets. And we're all looking for the same thing. We're all bringing it in-house. And that's virtually what the Patreon is, community of traders looking for opportunities. So I would say like that was above all actually. So you get value in it. But you know this is the single best way to support this 100% crowdsourced community, where I don't have advertising. I have never taken money from anyone to promote anything to anyone. And I've been doing this 6+ years. Bear markets, bull markets, dead markets, it doesn't matter. So I'm not compromised. Dude, SafeMoon people. I remember at the height of the mania, they were reaching, hey, bro, we'll pay you, what, 10 grand. A lot of these were like, at the height of the mania, they were easily throwing out the 5-figure just free money if you took it's like the rings, man. It's like the rings that Sauron or Anatar gave out to the 9 men. And they took it. They didn't have to take it, though, but they did. And they were corrupted, and then they became Nazgul. So everyone who took money from these scams at the height of 2021 mania, they are all Nazguls now. So why do you think I don't collaborate with like anyone in crypto? Because they're Nazguls. I'm not going to talk to Nazguls, dude. All right. So anyway, I had to say that because it is the first, and you're just going to have to deal with it, man. Crowdsource. Like if you don't want me to like at the first of the month talk about it, then it's like, okay, well then I'll just, you know, start promoting scams. Then you won't have to hear me talk about that. So real quick, speaking of that, big shout out to some people that did, not just the people that were renewed. Thank you all so much, but here are some Jesus chimes for new members. OzCan67, thank you so much for joining the Citadel Patreon. Thank you, Big Cat, for the 10 months of support. Certified Crypto, formerly known as Crypto Glasgow, thank you so much for joining the Citadel. It's the premium Discord, same thing as the Patreon. Meat Cubes, thank you so much for the first month of joining. And Alexander, thank you so much for joining the actual Patreon this month. Thank each and every one of you, and especially all the people that are just renewing. Okay, got it out of the way. Just had to talk about it. And we're still broken out, thank God. So, Jerome Powell spoke today. It was a whole bunch of nothing. It was pretty much, well, you know, we probably do need to see economic data continue to deteriorate to get to the 2% inflation target. That's pretty much what it was said. And when it's just like a meeting like that, so our purchasing power will continue to collapse. It will crash. There won't be much of a chart on it. You can't look at the DXY. The DXY is not a chart that shows the purchasing power of the US dollar. It's just an aggregate of trading pairs, currency trading pairs. So the answer is still Bitcoin. I mean, it just is. Lo and behold, right? Jerome Powell speaks. And wow, okay, everyone understands everything's status quo. Well, then keep sending it. And as I was discussing yesterday, as a glass of orange juice, what were the words I said? It's absolutely stupid to be short here. Not maybe because it's a huge run and you haven't pumped in like a week or a little less than a week, but the fact that you have no edge. You're going short on an asset that just broke out on high volume, and it is a purely momentum-driven asset class. When the momentum is one way, you do not get in the way, right? When things turn around, when the trend changes, you do not want to own the asset for a long time. Because look at that, destroyed. But finally, the sellers finally pushed the price down to where there was enough demand for the trend to reverse. Look at the volume involved, that November 2022 low. How about that, man? That's just almost always how it goes. Wherever you see the highest spike in volume in many, many years, that could very well be the bottom of the top. So you got other altcoins that are doing things today. All 11 sectors of the S&P were up today. They rallied, man. They rallied. It's a new month, and remember the stats that I've been talking about, especially if you're in Patreon. But I did discuss it yesterday on stream, right? In the past 23 years, there have only been 2 years of the 23 where when you had a red October, you also after that had a red November. Only 2, and it was 2000 and 2008. So if we're gonna, go in the category of having a red November, that means we're going in the category of when it was the two market meltdowns. So it seems kind of improbable based on the numbers, 2 out of 23 years. It's kind of like, hey, Alabama's only lost to Tennessee once out of the past 17 years. They'll probably win next year. It's probable. So I just look at it like, yeah, you think based on that right there, you might be okay for a relief rally going in November. Because there was some serious divergence on the S&P, was there not? There was. And despite the distribution, it was right here. 1, 2, 3, triple bullish divergence. Well, I guess I was looking at the spider, right? That's where I was updating everything. Yeah, the divergence was undeniable. You can't deny that. You have to say, yes, it's there. So a rally could occur, and the rally's occurring 3 days in a row. And what happened today? A formal bearish back test of the 200 simple moving average. Still you got above 420, 422, but you're still below 426. So it's like a big zone of inflection. It will be interesting to see if we can continue this rally. But remember, divergence is great, but it's always it's good to see the divergence ushered in maybe some sort of relief rally. But really the best is when you get stuff like this, when you can get like a confirmation low. Okay, the bottom's definitely, it's a higher low maybe. Maybe you get hidden bullish divergence in the second low here. Those are just always the best. But someone, I think they brought up classic distribution. But then all of a sudden you got what would it be on the bottom end? You now have 3 valleys. 3 valleys. You wonder if the 3 valleys now, it's some sort of 3 drives, like a bullish 3 drives pattern. Which just means if it was to actually play out, then you would go for some sort of 618 from the highest high to the lowest low. And that'd be it. You'd go up here and top out, and then if the trend was still bearish, you would roll over violently and probably go test the lows and then lower. So if it was a 3 drives, your upside could take you to around 440. Sweet, dude. All right, so congrats on the stock market continuing to squeeze higher. on the new month. Yeah, I thought the VIX would be down a lot more. It got shattered yesterday, but today just flat. AMD, mother of, what a Jesus. That is a Jesus candle if I've ever seen one. And how incredible. Like one time the buyers defended the support, and for the second time, they did it, man. It is, all right, so what does that mean? What was once a key resistance, right? The zone, right? It has flipped to support with confirmation. That's what this represents. When it was here, hey, yeah, resistance is flipping support. Awesome. But there was no confirmation of that. This is the confirmation. So you just look at it like a major, slightly lower low, double bottom at a very real level. And that right there is a textbook, right there, textbook fake out. You see this all the time. Bitcoin does it all the time. It'll break support with the daily close confirmed, and the next day, no follow through. In fact, immediate reversal to the upside, back above support. That's exactly what happened on AMD. So first level of positive momentum, you see it on this asset since October 18th. Highest daily candle close since October 12th. And just very nice. It could be setting up for 119, 122 November. New month, new price action. Yeah, I felt like AMD, like after hours, was destroyed, but then like had a huge comeback. Also, dude, this is what I'm saying. You can't, playing earnings is like just asking to get wrecked. It's such a casino. It's so degen. But like this was like earnings, okay, great. It all happened yesterday, right? After the belt, but like look where it opened. It opened at $98.49. It did not gap up. It just opened and then ran all day, complete buyer domination. Okay, so you just like, a lot of 5% rallies. Nvidia, hey, good luck on your head and shoulders, the hammer, right? The Halloween hammer, I called this yesterday. The Halloween hammer is now caught, follow through, and wow. Yeah, it's just so hard to, some of these trends are just ridiculous, man. So you no longer have a valid head and shoulders, really, because it was a false bearish breakdown, right? Once the breakdown occurred, you even had a formal bearish back test. All that happened after the bearish back test was the Halloween hammer. And the Halloween hammer caught the follow through today. And you're up even another percent after hours. From a low to the slightly lower low. Lower levels of negative Momo, higher levels relative strength. You could definitely make an argument for divergence in development here. And there you go, man. False bearish breakdowns could very well have consequences. Let's see. Yeah, man, like you just see enough of this stuff on some of these insane runners and you say, even if it's broken down, I'm still going to be skeptical. Like it just can't be this perfect, right? Something's going to happen. Yeah, okay, yeah. Jerome Powell speaks, and then we get a short-term rally, big rally on all the risk on because your purchasing power is crashing, collapsing. And they all know it. What's up, Crypto Craze? What's up, everybody? Sorry, I haven't said hey to anyone. I've just been, we've just been looking at price of a lot of these, just the day to day, man. Someone had a request. Let me look at it. Thanks for the 730 people tuned in. Really appreciate it. You could be doing anything, but you're here. Let's just look at Mara for Men of Sherwood real quick. It's crypto oriented. It's a mix between a stock and a crypto. It is a stock, but I'm just saying, right? It is connected to the crypto world. Up 4.1% and then up. Wait, I'm sorry. Wow. So it's up 1% on the day, but after hours, it is up another 4.15%. So 886 is everything on this chart, dude. Everything. And I know it's like been below it, but all right, what does that represent then? It's real because not just history, but you can see resistance in January, support from April all the way to June. And then you broke it. It was a bearish breakdown. And then you formal bearish back test. But still, all of that represented something. That was the sellers captured price below a key inflection point where normally if it doesn't hold, it goes straight down to $5. but all of this is failure, right? They were the Bears were on offense. They had the ball, and they just couldn't convert to a first down, so they had to punt the ball. And it looks almost like they failed completely. And so the buyers are about to take back over. And it's so cool to see today. You got another close back above 886. It's one to watch, and that level you should have the microscope on 886. It's everything, man, because look left. Look at the price action from 2017. So many different times, right? And then, even here in May of 2022, you're flipping. Maybe things are turning around here. Just pay attention to Mara. That's it. I know someone was involved with this asset, and they requested it, throughout the summer. And it was like, dude, 420 it hit there, and so you're supposed to get high on 420, not sit sideways for months. That was the joke. But eventually, it finally blew up and went to the next target. I mean, these lines have been plotted here for years, and it hit that and then reversed. Sorry, my music ended, so let me just...
Clipping coupons in the stock market.
All right. So Bitcoin's still above 35,300. I mean, what is it? What's the breakout level? It's like 35,150 or so. All right, still above it, but barely. It's like you're breaking out. You haven't broken out. You'd say you've broken out when you get a 4-hour candle close above this level here. So you're just it's an ongoing breakout attempt. That's how you would word it. So yeah, some of these big boys really going, Amazon had a good earnings, and it's just been number go up ever since then. Highest daily candle close since September 19th. Remember the second target of the trade setup was 144.50. And then the third target, if we were to be lucky enough, I think it was, I think it was 166, 786, but I'm not really, it's been a minute on that one. We'll see. You might be blessed. You might get it. My God, dude, what am I doing? Can I just please get that? Wow, it's like so difficult, huh? All right. So it was 164. So pretty much the 786, but I was using at the time, a high to low fib extension, a 1272. That is confluent with the 786 though. So, it was the piercing line reversal, the bullish back test, key level, became support after the Momo shift, and then it was just, 1 and 2 perfectly, and then a major drawdown. But then hopefully, if we're lucky, enough time goes by, we go and test 144 again, then break it, and then finally we could conclude 3 of 3. That'd be great, man. You just can't expect. You're just grateful for 1 target, 2 targets. The same situation kind of with Google too. Google that it was up today, but on this one, the third target and the conclusion of the trade setup that was posted in March is 143. You never got there. You were off by about $2, and then earnings screwed it all up. But maybe, just maybe, this level, I've got it plotted on the top end, not the bottom, and I've only got like 1 anchor point on the bottom. Well, let's see if it's going to be respected here. Let's see if we can look that one up real quick. So you can see, they're technical reasons why one could set up an entry, stop loss, and take profits. And on any trade setup, you understand you don't actually know if it's going to play out or not, man. Man, this is so stupid. You can't type in Google, Googl. Everything on Discord, it all generates to Google with the E. It's so stupid, man. How dumb is this, man? Give me a break. $35,283 on Bitcoin. I'm just gonna like bookmark this one because it's just stupid. There it's right around here. There it is. Yeah, so the Google setup. We got that target. You know, what was the reasoning behind the long? Well, you just gone through an entire year drawdown, but then there are these levels over here that were regarded as support. It was a spring and a back test of spring. Okay, that's pretty cool. You know, harmonic completed too, but just didn't really do anything with it. And then enough time went by. It's like, wow, that's awesome. Then a drawdown here, and it's like, whoa, wait a second. This is a recognizable, discernible accumulation structure that has been studied called the three rising valleys potentially. And at the same time, the supply line that goes back, you know, it was broken. It was rebroken. And it's like, you know what? That's it. This is it. The third valley, the rule of three. Normally after the third valley, that's when the more pronounced rally occurs. The valley of the rally. Amen. And then what do we get? What did we get? A very, very nice, like just unstoppable bull run, bull trend. And again, you've still yet to see 143. The price is currently trading at 126 down here. I don't know why. It's maybe hit play again. Oh yeah, okay. So you see how close you got? It was just so close, man. Yeah, just bookmark that, so I don't have to worry about it. All right, let's go to Apple. And maybe we could look at a couple Altcoins if you want. But yeah, here it is. I mean, like, there was no bullish divergence. Really on this slightly lower low. It was kind of bearish convergence, but there you go. It's like one valley, second valley, third valley. It's almost like the other way around. You know, so I think that is a lot of classic distribution. But at the same time, someone could say, all right, we got ourselves a wedge here. You could. My God, November. I mean, something like this, you know? We could just say this is a consolidation structure, right? That's what we got. So a supply line would be around 177. Lines up with some key inflection points from history, going back to January 2022. August 2022. So you're below like all the major levels right now. You need to be above 176. You really need to be above 182. But you're not yet. So it's like cool that this rally happened with Jerome Powell speaking today, FOMC, but it's still not good enough to be like, oh, something miraculous, something huge is happening right now. Cool rally. Start doing things. A lot of things doing things, man. Yeah, Uniswap pumped today. I bet Zupa's happy if he still exists. Who knows? What's up, Philip with 1L? What's up, Decrypto? What's up, Jonathan Morris? Yeah, good to see y'all. The chat is about as dead as it was midsummer. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what it would take. You know, any hype streams just not like they used to be, I guess. Weird. So there was one asset, 3M company, I was looking at. It looked really cool. I can't believe it didn't do crap today, but look at the setup. Maybe. Terrible trend. I mean, it's just garbage trend, but based on the fact that it's a completed bullish crab pattern, and where the pattern completion zone of that crab pattern is just insane. So you can't even make up how brilliant it is. Just the levels that go back to 2003 and 4 so many times, right? And you're back. So it's like, don't you think that could be possibly where you get a relief rally? And it might probably just turn into a lower high than 108, but still. It's always cool to see harmonics like that complete. I mean, it's like that's what you're looking for. That's where you're looking for harmonics to complete. You don't want harmonics to just be randomly completing in between two major inflection points, right? You want them to be completing at the inflection point, and it's hard to, you got to scan through a lot of charts to find that. But when you do find it, those are the best ones, man. You believe it or not, there were definitely a lot of assets that were down today that got wrecked. Like ALB had been getting wrecked, and it's down even. Oh my God, what have they done to ALB? It's down 3%, made its lowest daily candle close today since November 2020, and then after hours, it's down another 6%. So earnings, down over like 9% total today. Jeez, just obliterated. What's up, Skeepy Man?
Band monthly MACD green.
Band? Yeah, we can
Folded
look at it.
hands.
Thanks for the
Part
FIL, man.
4.494495576 fill.
What a setup, man. Inverse semiconductors. The other ones, like Enphase, is still just getting smashed. Oh my God, it wasn't even earnings, right? So, like Enphase is down 3.58%, and then after hours, it's down 6.18%. Currently trading its lowest price since October 2020. It's crashing. Look at this crash, man. It's one of the worst crashes I've seen on an individual asset, just in the time, from December 2022. Remember when everything bottomed out? A lot of things bottomed out. This one topped out and inverse the whole way. And all the money going in that was in here is just going into big tech. Magnificent Seven, probably. Worth looking at these. Who cares? I'm here for happiness, not sadness, I guess. Pump, not dump. Well, what was that? Band? I can look at band. Gosh dang it. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I had to speak to one of the Bogdanov members about some things. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna look at bands. Sorry. Band of the monthly. Band of the monthly, he said. Yeah, that's something else, man. That is a dream. That's crazy. Dude, that is a great request. But that right there, you take out all the noise in the chop. And you just see it. But yeah, that's double bottom, slightly lower low double bottom too. So if it plays out, it would outperform most likely. That's a Bukowski thing. Slightly lower low double bottoms tend to outperform if they're real, if they actually act as a bottom. So all I'm doing is showing. Yeah, that's a huge candle right there. Morning star with follow through above the key levels. So a minimum target on the monthly on band would be 213. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, that's monthly. Correct, right? Because there is no noise on the monthly. It's just simple. Very, very simple. So who knows how long it would take? It could take, this was like almost a year, dude. This could take months. But within those months, there could be 46% upside just to go test the top of the range again. So there you go, man. Beautiful stuff on the monthly. I mean, almost as beautiful as what we saw on Ethereum. Remember Ethereum on the monthly, dude. Just don't even act like we weren't here talking about it, as we were. This community has existed for over 6 years. It was here. Look, you know, this is where band is, May of 2020. All right. Next target, you know, 289 to 364. You know what happened next, right? Broke that and just went berserk. Here's a monthly on Ethereum if you want to see it. Looks pretty good. Looks okay. Anything above 1728 is fine with me, man. I am always cautiously optimistic on Ethereum above that level. Below it, I don't like it at all, really. But hey, man, buyers defended. They got it back. We're cool. You know something crazy about Ethereum on the monthly? Ethereum has not seen positive momentum on the monthly since March of 2022, and it's about to happen. Like, you give it either this month or next month or the month after, you're going to see positive momentum again. It has been a long time coming. So I would imagine on the positive momentum, you're going to get some green candles with it too. It would line up with Bitcoin hitting 40K. Yeah. And on the monthly here, I guess 1930 would be a target just because it was the highest, monthly candle close of the year. Exhibit, hopefully you just listened and I answered before you even asked. So we all miss Bizanacci, man. All right. So what do you want, man? Band. That's exceptional. Let me go back so I can just ping patrons on that. What a monthly. Not very often you get to see monthlies like this. You know why? Because it takes 548 days for it to develop. That's why. Rare, man. Got to think about these like monthly double bottoms, and then you get the daily and the weekly double bottoms and they develop over a year and a half or whatever. Dude, it is definitely like major setups like this are like galaxies or more like solar systems that form, and it takes hundreds of millions or billions of years for it to all come together. And it finally comes together. And then then there's like a chance for life in the Goldilocks zone in that solar system. And then it happens. But then like billions and billions of years go by, and the life on that planet may not, ever become enlightened like we've become enlightened in the past few hundred years. We start discovering Moore's law and technology, all like that. It should be like dinosaurs, and then 300-400 million years goes by and meteors wipe out the planet, and that's like, well, that's when the trade setup plays out and then ends, and it's like, okay, cool. So it's the cycle of the solar system, just like these major developments on these charts. Just rare, very rare. You go to another galaxy, another solar system, it's just gonna look like crap. It's just a nebula. There's just crap everywhere. Oh, just a bunch of, different gases floating around. No one cares. No opportunity for life. This could be the Goldilocks zone situation. All right. But guess what? 6 months ago, there was no chance for life in this solar system. Right? Nothing had developed or set up for it yet. So anyway. Nah, Brad. No, Brad. Nah, I can't get my stream deck to work, dude. I'm never doing a spaceship stream again until that gets fixed, so... Yep, it's terrible, man. Don't even remind me. Here's the monthly on Bitcoin. You know, just we had the highest monthly candle close just less than 24 hours ago. Highest close since April 2022. And already, you know, you've already taken out those highs on the new month, but that was just in the past hour. Look, if you were to ask me and you said, hey, if we're looking at the monthly only, where would be overhead resistance? Overhead resistance, that means like a peak, not a valley, not like a candle close low or a wick low. Where's the overhead? Well, there's none. There's none until 45,529. That's it. Oh, nice. A protein powder here. All right. Dude, my body's like a machine now. It's like constantly digesting protein all day. So we could look at a couple more cryptos. I don't know. I mean, like, we are in the midst of a breakout, an ongoing breakout attempt right now. I know you're not hype. I know you don't care, but it's happening, and it's just above you. The evidence is looking up. Been consolidating since the 23rd. Feel like a week. You know what's hilarious? Remember that time as we were looking at this, we go back to Bitcoin on the 4 hour, and we go back to Christmas, right around Christmas of 2020. And this is what looking at right here. It reminded me so much of it, where you had like some higher lows, accumulation, good trend, and then a breakout on volume, and then sideways consolidation for 7 days, and then another breakout. And where we could be is right here, December 25th, Christmas Day, the best Christmas since 1996, 97 maybe, with the Nintendo 64 coming out. That's where we could be right now. Trying, you know, it could be a fake out. I understand. I'm not ever one to act like I know where an asset's going next. But November was really good back in 2020 as well. Someone said yesterday that they're like, what, Bitcoin historically is a 46% rally, or 46% up average, which sounds almost fake, right? Not real. I know, Brad. Seriously, I do. I need him to, but it's never gonna happen. Oh, we didn't look at total, did we? So, Jonathan, what do you think about all the stuff going on? Jerome Powell talking about, you know, quantitative tightening continuing.
I like turtles.
Thank you. But there's no bears out here. Total today making its highest price officially since June 2nd of 2022. Also working on the highest daily candle close since then too, June of 2022. Looks like you're right at this swing low from February 2021, but the major level has been broken. It has. Pretty much back tested too. So great to see this, man. Great, because above 1.2 trillion, there's just not many general consensus areas where multiple market participants together would have limit sells. Like the major general consensus area you would think is probably 1.78 trillion. Like what happened, the break straight up to that level and down and up. And then once you broke that level, straight down. And then what happened? A straight line up 2 times. So back at it. Like that's a major level. And history shows that's normally what occurs. You know, you normally do run to that after 1.2 trillion. So I hope it's the case, man. I would say this is like kind of an ongoing breakout stream, but this might be maybe the first. I've never witnessed this where there's a potential breakout ongoing and I go live early and there's no hype. There is not a hype stream by any means. It's just it is a normal stream and that's fine. But you were saying it's a hype stream. Someone said that. Jameson, is just not true. And that's okay. No one can make hype happen. Hype is a phenomenon. Normally it's a 100% correlated variable to breakouts, especially on Bitcoin. But dang, man, I don't know. We're still maybe in disbelief phase. People still don't believe it. They've been burnt too many times. And they're just protesting. Something interesting happened, at least on Ethereum Classic, where this...
I am dead inside.
It's crazy. Crazy. People are. Probably because they missed out. Probably because they didn't buy. They were in disbelief. So they did not believe the classic accumulation structure that developed on Bitcoin October 15th. And just laughed it off. And then they woke up to Michael Scott being dead inside. Yeah. On the fake news pump. But the fake news pump didn't matter. So look, I mean, just some sort of supply line. It's been choppy, man. It's been violated a little bit, here and there. But this is it. And you've broken it. And you're above the 200-day moving average for the first time since July 15th. You just wonder, I mean, is this going to manifest into a rally that could take us to 2258 again? Man, you'd think so, but just its performance has been garbage, man. Think about it. What if you bought it in December of 2022? You've made no money unless you sold and bought and rebought and sold. But I'm just saying, if you just bought and held since November, since Thanksgiving of last year, you have made nothing. Your money's just sat there and your purchasing powers continue to collapse. What is it? Probably purchasing power collapsing 12% a year. I really do think it's that bad. Or if you have 100K sitting in a bank and you're getting no yield on it at all, and then 365 days goes by, that $100,000 is probably worth $88,000 in this environment. That's dangerous, man. That's high risk to own an asset like that, to own fiat. My God. Someone refute that or back me up, for real. I think the cautious hype was when we were testing 2880 before. Way back, man. We were testing here. That was when we were breaking right there. It's cautious optimism. Oh, this is awesome. We still got to deal with 30K. You finally hit it and then you broke it. And then 31K was nothing. Remember the analogy I used? 28-8 was the semifinal game that was really tough and it went to overtime and it was the last second of overtime. Field goal kick to win it. And then the national championship game was kind of a joke blowout. And yeah, that ended up happening. Okay. Whoa. But still very optimistic, 35,400. I don't think you realize the lack of resistance.
No faith in TA. That is why they normies failed.
Who is that? Oh, was that supposed to be Emperor Palpatine? That was the most terrible Emperor Palpatine I've ever heard in my entire life. No way that's real. I've got to disable that. Thanks for $4 contribution right there, dude. But that was supposed to be it. Who is Emperor Palatine? That's not Emperor Palpatine. It says Palatine. Who is that? All right. I got to disable that. That one's garbage. Does anyone know who that is? You think it's 80,000 a year? No, I didn't know that was a thing. Emperor Palatine.
Terrible Palpatine, I would have done better, such trash.
Now that's a Trump right there. Thank you so much, President Trump. I know that's probably echoing too. I've got to mute that on my side. I just don't understand why it's like that. So weird, bro. Do love it. Just bear with me over here. Yeah. It's just got to be like that. All right. No more echoing Trump. $18.46 Ethereum. Let's go to Litecoin real quick. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This could be it, dude. I mean, for real. The higher low, then the spring back test, and then just even more evidence of the flippening of resistance back to support. And when this asset acts, when the buyers use this level as support, please pay attention to what happens historically. Oh, wow. Oh, look, here's a spring back test of spring in December. Look what happened. But then it was resistance and resistance and resistance. It was support, not for long. You know, no demand there, bear market, real bad. But look, Larry, you break it, you get the formal bullish back test, you run, and then a higher low, and then you're gone. Remember how important this level is. It's everything. It's the most important level on the Litecoin chart in the next $40, $50, right? $100 is next, you know, the next big one. Look, it's been support before, but there it is, resistance, support. Look, support, 2019. Look, resistance, 2018, a couple times. That's where it kind of started. So do you get it? Like how important this is on Litecoin? So a stop loss below $65 or below $65.70. That's a really nice strategic stop loss, and you would let this thing ride to $84 minimum. That's it. That's the only way. That's the way to play Litecoin right now. And it's at its highs of the day. You know, working on the highest daily candle close since August 16th, less than 2 hours now. Wow. Very good price action. This is the stuff you're looking for on any asset, on any market in the world. You want gold to look like this. You want silver. You want Nvidia. You want Google. You want 3M. You want ExxonMobil. You want them all to be doing the same things. Higher lows, and then springs, and then back tests of springs. High probability outcomes. Checking back on XRP, still very elevated, over 61 cents, with a hard target of 76 cents. Very nice. We're just looking around, because it's kind of like, we do, hey, local on the 8s, man. It's kind of, we're there. So we're coming back around. Just look at the big ones, the bigger ones. I do want to check on Monero because, well, here we go. This is fantastic. It was actually 171.40. This isn't a joke. This is just a level back from history. All right, plotted December 2020. It was resistance. It was support in 2021. All right, so it's not like that crazy. But then it became resistance again in August 2022. You see it, right? I'm not like making it. I'm showing you the evidence. These are not opinions. This is just reality, right? Price correlates to levels. There it is again, July this year. Look, multiple times. But look what's kind of happening right now. You broke it, and your buyers are trying to defend that level and flip it like Litecoin. They're trying to flip a resistance support back into a support. So dang, man, after the Momo shift, you talk about a spring, you want to talk about a back test of spring, look no further than Monero. Is beautiful. So, 186, if you ever break 186, that's where things, you're talking about a $280 to $290 target eventually. It's setting up for higher prices. There's been accumulation, discernible accumulation on this chart for the greater part of a year, if not a year. Right, accumulation became confirmed in November of last year. Yeah, a year ago. Right, there's no accumulation on the lowest low, but when a higher low becomes confirmed and is put in, okay, so there are more people that own this asset than before. And then a rally and a higher high, and it was like, dang, man, we're starting to get pretty interested back here in March, remember? Then a drawdown, you had a drawdown, it's like, dang, man, but still, these two lows right here are both higher than this low. And then you got the Momo shift, right, the retest.
Chart. Fresh
What's
off
up,
an
Eddie?
886 shark? If so, where
We
do
can
you
look
see
at
the largest
Casper
resistance?
on the OKX
Thanks,
chart.
man.
Sure, dude. Thank you. So like all three of these lows are higher than this low, and this low is higher than this low. That is accumulation that is ongoing. So you think eventually, I mean, that's like Composite Operator has a buying campaign going on for a long time. That's how it works. That's how he does it all the time, right? So eventually you think major markup phase coming in the coming months on Monero, if the TA is respected, if what we're identifying is accurate. It is 6 p.m. where I live right now, since you're asking. Eddie wants that. Was there another request though? Let's see. Bitcoin is nearing its highs, chat, 35,500. Remember, we have an ongoing breakout attempt occurring as I'm speaking to you. We're not on breakout watch. We're on breakout warning. This is like a breakout emergency, right? You'd have a tornado warning, tornado emergency. This is a breakout emergency on Bitcoin. And it's the least active breakout emergency for Bitcoin live stream I've ever had. It's crazy, dude. Dang, man. I don't know. Sweet. What's up, Jake? Hold on. I'm waiting for it to do the thing, man. Thanks for the 300 Mexican pesos, dude. It's not gonna do it. I don't know.
Hey Mitch, can you take a look at NIO please? Thanks.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. We will look at NIO, the Chinese car manufacturer. Sure. But first, we must look at Casper on OKX. OKX Connect. The perpetual swap, I guess. I mean, this looks like plenty of data here. I don't know. Well, you know, same situation of like there's a continuation of accumulation. Or you made the lowest low, Black Saturday, and then you made two other lows that were higher than this low, and that represents more than before. And so after it was confirmed accumulation, right? One time potential accumulation, huge rally, wow, that was awesome. And the sell-off to confirm the validity, right? To confirm there are more than before, and then a more significant rally occurred. And you've had a pretty major correction that has started in May and has now possibly concluded in October. You got to really think here. You kind of been in an uptrend, right? Higher highs, higher lows. And you've just put in your highest low of the whole rally. And you could definitely look at this like a shark or a bat pattern. Because you could anchor it a couple different ways. You give this low, XA, and I see a B, then a C, and then the D is the, well, it's just perfect. It's an 88% retrace. This is a bullish shark that has hit its price reversal zone, the PRZ, and it is catching an initial reaction. That's what's happening on this. So the rally, it's a type 1 return though. So it's like the rally could be limited to 4.2 cents all the way up to 5.1 cents. And normally what happens in these situations, you get something like this, and then it draws down again, and you get some sort of type 2 return. And that's normally the holy grail situation. That's exactly what you're looking for a long. So right now, you're so far off the 886, the PRZ, that how do you strategize here? It's kind of tough. It's actually very tough to strategize an entry at this current time with it being up 7.39% today, right? It's tough. So all you could do is monitor it and understand, of course, type 1. There it is. It's the shark. Oh my God. Very apropos contribution. Thank you so much. That was perfect. Bullish shark. Peepo shark. Let's go, dude. So 3.7 cents to go test that June 2022 high. It's an inflection point for sure, man. A lot of touches there. If you break that, there's not much, man. I mean, you'd say probably 4.5 cents without, well, we're not talking about Fibonacci. But remember, this is great.
What is that? What the is that?
Thank you for the jelly donut. Gomer Pyle left it. Don't blame me, man. Okay. So this is great, man. You're kind of up in an uptrend, and you have completed a bullish harmonic pattern in an uptrend. So it could be reliable, and if it is reliable, it could very well outperform. So great initial reaction. But remember, you really do. I'm just saying, right? I'm not saying you can't take a long at the 886. I'm just saying the lower risk long is when you find assets that have not just completed their harmonic, they've got everything. They've got the confirmation low. And you see how long it takes, right? So FIL, you know, this is like Casper. Casper's like right here, you know? It's like, so it runs up and it's going to hit some sort of level and a reverse. And you would want, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's like, that's the stuff you look for no matter what. And that's like you letting the price come to you. Like you are the one that dictates the terms. Or I won't go long on a harmonic unless it looks like this. You stay disciplined to that. And then it's like, well, here it is. And Matic too. This is beautiful. FIL working on its highest daily candle close since August 14th. Right up there, it's at 200. I don't think there's going to be too much difficulty for the price of FIL to eventually see $5. Just go test that level again. And based on this structural development over the course of 320 days, I cannot be surprised the next time we test $5 if we don't break that and run to the aggressive harmonic targeting without Fibonacci, the Casey Stubbs way, the C and the A. These are the targets for the aggressive targets for harmonic trading is the two different tops of the harmonic. So you just make it look like this. Dotted line, you make it green. Because my targets, man, my targets. There you go. 760, 950 targets eventually. So that means if this plays out, eventually FIL will appreciate in value 93% and 140%. Yeah. So great request though, Eddie. You're not wrong. You're not off at all. That's a decent looking chart, man. At a bottom, and there's a lot of accumulation and a beautiful harmonic. It's just the type 1. That's it. Yeah, we're going to Zcash that is woefully, I mean, underperforming, though it is. I think it and Dash are kind of back above some levels. They're just jokes compared to others. You know, like in terms of how much percentage they've gained versus others. Yeah, it's just bad. They're still riding the coattails, though. Cake, dude. I hadn't heard about cake in a long time, Crypto Street, man. Bitcoin's at 35,475. Well, I guess we'll be eating some cake at 40K, won't we? If we get there. It's beautiful. That's right, Eric, man. That's right. Let's go to Neo for Jake. Jake number 1. Jake request number 1. Oh my God, it's just like...
Can we also look at ZEC? Weekly looks very interesting. Thanks.
It is, thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it for sure, dude. So with something like this, it's just really, think about it. If you're like type 1, right? This is the risk you take going long on a type 1, like where the M shape concludes or completes, finally hits that 88% retrace from the low to high. Look how long time has gone by. It's been a year, like legitimately 1 year. And if you just went long at the 886 of this colossal M shape, you made no money. You've lost money because it is, first off, Chinese garbage. But Underperformer till the end, man. I mean, where you are now, look left. Yeah, you might be testing your local lows from May, and maybe it's type 2. It's so choppy. I don't even know what to make of it. It looks, if you ask me, I'm like, besides harmonic stuff, you'd be waiting for like 593. You'd be waiting for the next support, major discernible support on the chart. You're not there yet. Look, you're below. Look, where there was a reversal in 2018, October, November. It's been support before, but now you're below it. This is garbage, man. I would never, like, there's just harmonic dud. And eventually, yeah, you probably catch bids. And when you start catching bids, then we should revisit it. When you start giving me like a Japanese candlestick reversal, you just give me more. Get back above 819. I mean, finally show me something like this, man. You know, you show me that, let's start talking, maybe. And then the target would just be moderately 1380. And then, I don't know, because you may not break it. You may just reverse again. Look, in the end, it's not about NEO. It's about NEO compared to other assets that you could put your money in. Right? That's always what it's about. It doesn't matter if this thing shoots up 50% tomorrow. It's the fact that, like, it's just a whole year's gone by and it's lower than the pattern completion zone of the harmonic. It's just garbage, man. Like, there's just better places to put your money to take action on trades, man. Just how it is. Like, you ask me about NIO or FIL. All day I'm going FIL. Matic or NIO. I'm just going Matic. I'm just doing it. Bitcoin Cash over NIO. Let's look at Bitcoin Cash. Then we'll go to Zcash. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, what a joke today, man. I'm really disappointing. I own some of this, dude. You know, it's trade set up. First target was hit within like a week of the entry. But this was the entry, a strategic entry with a stop loss below this gray zone. First target was 260. You pull back, and that right there, that makes me feel real good. So some profit was taken, but buyers still in full control of this asset. What looks like is coming next, which could be wrong, is 260 is about to go get tested again, and once you test it, you break it, and the next target of the trade setup is 304. It's the candle high close back from June 30th, this year. If you ever broke 304, well, then you're looking for a 390 target, $400. Looks good, man. Bitcoin Cash. All right, let's go to Zcash for Jake. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, we have identified the spring and back test of spring. Really, at the same time, look, we just subtly look at where the traders are settling up when the daily closes. You can see just barely. It's so subtle, man. All right, you got a candle close right there. You can see the price action correlate to that low from June 10th of this year. And then look what happened, man. Like Litecoin. Just like Litecoin and VeChain, these, drawdowns back below the key level of all levels, it's so important that it's like you're like risking extinction if you fall below that for real. So it fell back below that, and it's like, that's cause for concern. And then they back tested it as resistance, and then another drawdown, the bearish engulfing, and it's just still, there's just not enough supply. What the? Wow, thank you, Pixelated Pepe. I thought my computer was crashing or something. Thank you, dude. So, thank you. So look, man, there was not enough supply, too much demand to push for the sellers that were in control of this asset for so long. They couldn't get it any lower. And what happened? The first higher low you've seen in a very long time, and then a rally back above the level of all levels. It is so real and undeniable, you cannot argue. Indubitable inflection point. So rebroken and then back tested formally as support. And that is the most recent discernible event on this chart. So the first higher low put in, barely, but still, and then the bullish back test, the spring back test. So you think if it performs well, saying, it's asking a lot, okay? If it performs well, you have a $33 target. That's it. That's your target on Zcash. So you have another, from where you are now, you have another 15 to 20, 19% upside for the next major inflection point. That's the way I would target it. But these are subtle signs of strength, very subtle sign of accumulation, and easy to strategize. These are just events that occur on a chart where one could strategize an entry if they wanted. But then again, you ask, like, why would I own Zcash when I could just own Litecoin? Because Litecoin is just such a better performer overall. FIL probably better too. Yeah, but like you can strategize. You want Zcash? You asked for Zcash, so I'm looking at Zcash for you, doing all I can. So, did Zoner call? Well, we're not 36K yet, so no, he didn't call. Not yet, dude. We've had about I don't know. What is that like? Maybe 10 comments in the chat. In like 10 minutes. All right, cool. That's all that's all I care about. It's hype in the chat, man. Oh yeah! Thanks so much, dude. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at this, dude. Look at me cubes. Hey, Mitch Ray. Just want to say thank you. I joined the Patreon yesterday. It's already paid off for itself in multitude. When you posted your 60-minute ascending triangle, I entered some longs with leverage and I'm up a ton. Respect the TA. Let's go, dude. Citadel hype. Thank you, man. Dude, look at Jake coming in, carrying the stream. Wants to look at some blur. Maybe you need to go to the optometrist, Jake, if you're blurring. Let's get some clarity, some $ clarity. Yeah, don't thank me. Thank the price action maybe this time. Yeah, I'm just waiting on, I don't know, Stream Elements, man. They're just kind of like slow going these days. There it is. All right.
Can we also
look
at
let's go to blur now, whatever.
Monthly?
All right, you get it. Zcash got upside. So do other assets, right? Blur. Guess he doesn't care what exchange. Does it matter? Maybe KuCoin. I don't know. Well, do you have an exchange? Because I look at KuCoins, like maybe there's not enough data. Where's the most data, dude? It's on Coinbase, he says. All right. Not much more data. All right, Ben P, thanks for the sub to YouTube. Welcome. This is one where you just say complete and utter garbage. Like, it doesn't matter what happens next. There is no edge that would imply something good is coming next. It's just recently hit its all-time lows. Even the ones that have hit their all-time lows, like Tezos, just trash, they didn't give us any sort of discernible edge for a reversal to the upside anyway. So they were gambles no matter what. And Bitcoin rallied, so the coin landed on tails, never fails, and it pumped instead of heads, right? It was a gamble. You go to a casino, you hit that lever on the slot machine, it's a little worse than a coin flip. It's about, 47% chance of winning.
What did you put in that sauce?
I don't know, the blur sauce, dude. The blur sauce you'll get wrecked, okay? It just doesn't matter what happens next because it's in such an undeniable bear trend that I don't know why you would even look at this. It doesn't matter, right? Because you only have finite money and you're only looking to put your finite money that you worked hard for into assets that have impeccable setups. And if they don't have impeccable setups, F them. No point even messing with them. And this is one where it's like, it doesn't matter if it goes up 50%, 100% in the next
Can't
hour or
wait
two.
until all the
There's
normies
no
get
edge.
back into the market. Then we will see insanity. You know, the good old stuff like asking Mitch about a two-say-old rug pull coin that is going to make it. Huh? Can't wait.
Yep. Can't wait. Well, don't get cocky, man, because I'm not even sure that can even happen again, dude. I don't even know. Google, you know, they have done so much censorship in the past 3 years due to political stuff that, and the legacy media. I can't even tell you how much money they paid to Google to make sure that they're at the top of every search for everything. I don't know, man. Like, algorithms changing over years on like something like YouTube, a behemoth, a beast like this. You just can't.
Julian.
That's right. What's up, Mr. Leahy? Thanks for the drink, dude. There's nothing to do here. Like, there's nothing to plot. There's no opportunity for long that makes any sense reasonably with traditional technical analysis. Okay, it's just downtrend, scrub, loser rally that could just turn into its lowest high ever. I just don't care what happens next on this.
What about the Rumble? Worth it or no?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I mean, like, yeah, it's worth it to, like, you know, get my streams published over there from here. But in terms of, I don't really know if they have a big, you know, live stream culture over there yet. I'm not even like saying I'm black-pilled or anything. I'm just, you know, it's just reality. I'm like, you're asking a guy who actually does this every day and what I'm experiencing, and I'm just telling you, right? I'm not complaining. It's just how it is. Like, I think like in 2019, like the algorithms were so much different where I'd get so much more exposure with SEO and stuff on YouTube. It was crazy. I mean, but even again, the Black Saturday, June 18th, 2022, I had over 3,000 people watching the live stream when Bitcoin was crashing. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it is just price action, and, you know, in price action over time, right? We got to keep making higher highs, higher lows, and then we just accumulate normies. Normies just accumulate in, and they keep sticking around, right? You just need time of an uptrend. You want to see Ocean? Sure, we can look at Ocean. That held on. It really did. This one I know a little bit better of a chart than Blur. Yeah, look at this, dude. I mean, it's crazy. The level was defended again. This inflection point that goes back. You see, it's crazy, man. It's the wick low, right there from September 5th of 2020. It was re-regarded as support in December of 2020. That's why there's a line there. It's been there for years.
Got
and
one
so
more for you.
it doesn't
Can we
matter.
check
It's a
out Ocean?
timeless support resistance. All right, that's what happens. You could have an ice line back from 1955. It's still most likely going to be regarded as support resistance 50, 60 years later. So look what happened on Ocean. Yes, the buyers defended 27.7 cents once again, and then Bitcoin really started taking off. So it has propagated the price of Ocean to break a supply line by the looks of it. All right, it's kind of the way I have it. And it looks like you're getting a formal bullish backtest, not just yesterday, but today. So that's a break, hook, and go confirmation ongoing. If all stayed the same or higher in 1 hour, 31 minutes, it will be the highest daily candle close since June 3rd. So you do have still, it's just like one at a time now, man. You got like, look, I mean, that's a big overhead resistance at 44.86 cents, and you're still rivaling this high from July 18th of this year. So you could look at it like it's range bound between 27.7 and 44.8. Sorry, 27.7, 44.8 cents. So the upside potential, if you're just talking about the range from the bottom to top, where it is now, about 11.63%. Hello? Dang, man, what happened? What's going on? My sets are ending. 400 likes. Let's get 420 likes so we can do the Elon. Dude, if y'all haven't yet, it's like 2.5 hours. every one of you want to go on Spotify and you want to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with the Elon Musk interview. It's really cool what happens. Really cool what they do with the Cybertruck and bow and arrow and stuff. And but like the information, the things that Elon talks about are incredible, and you need to hear them. You have to hear them. So please, after this stream, after Bitcoin chills out a little bit, you want to listen to that. Happened yesterday. I think yesterday, maybe yesterday and a half. All right, friend, Jake, do you understand what's happening? It's really cool down here. Very cool. I mean, a support defended, a support from 3 effing years ago gets redefended as support over and over and over. And finally this time, catching some follow through, breaking the supply line, but there is an ice line upon us, okay? Oh, you don't hear this? Pretty good beat. I just worry about like, I mean, I've been live now already like an hour and 40 minutes. But it's like, what happens if like the pump continues in power hour and I'm like off stream? It's so stupid. So it's like, I was thinking we might have seen a little bit more on the break, but it's just barely moving, man. Extend this a little bit. Let me just turn the volume off on this. It's annoying. Kind of gets in the way of what you want to see here. So Ocean broke out. It's a break and go confirmation occurring right now. You're at session highs too. We could have an alert set up at 4.42 cents, excuse me. So we could, more Elons. Sub bet 1 to 2. You just got here, nice. Arash, dude, I understand. Uniswap's pumping, yep. It was garbage too. It just wasn't really good, that great looking. And it's just, oh, Bitcoin went ham and then started consolidating for a week, and all these altcoins just started popping off, whack-a-mole. It's like history just repeated itself again, you know? Oh yeah, we got to look at Tron, man. Despite the things I said about Tron and Justin Sun, which I still think are true, this is possibly one of the most underspoken, technical, superior assets that exists in crypto. And it's kind of been like that. Look at this trend that's been so well respected. And I think it's really cool, and this is what we pointed out on GBTC, when you have such a well-respected channel, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's just great. Look what happened right here. The sellers were always successful in being able to push the price down to the demand line. But something happened in August where they were unable to do it. They failed. There was so much demand that the sellers could not bring the price to touch that demand line again. So you think subtle sign of strength, but at the same time, there was a reason why it couldn't happen. There was this key level back from January 2022, from August 2022. Look at this, February 2023. It then spring back, test of spring was regarded as support. And look at it now, breaking out. Broke the channel, then broke the horizontal line resistance from May 8th. Well, broke that one first, then the supply line. And there's nothing really here. I mean, you could maybe argue and say maybe first stops 10.5 cents, but the hard target on Tron Connect is 12.2 cents. Those peaks back from September 2021, November 2021. Insane, man. Yeah, so I really can't think of any asset in crypto for real. I mean, maybe outside of Bitcoin that's had like an uptrend, like a channel, like higher highs, higher lows consecutively, like Tron. Tron has been a work of art. And I'm just talking technicals. I don't like Justin Sun. I don't like that whole communist Chinese connection crap with Jack Ma in there. You know, I don't know, dude. It's weird stuff, dude. But hey, rejoice, colossal breakout on Tron. Hex pumpy pump. We can look at Hex, whatever. Sure, probably. 12% right now. We're repumping. It's like refried beans, refried pumps. Someone quote that. All right. I mean, it looks like if it's going to do it, then you're headed back to 1.2 cents, just the high from June and July. Yeah, you just had a little minor pullback and run it again. Like maybe an A, B, C. You're working on a C to D wave now.
Binance?
Yeah, we'll look at Denta Coin. Amar, sure.
Hex
Search on
pumpy
Liso.
pump.
Yeah, broke out the lifeline and ruined the pizza party. I know, dude. It's just... I'll tell you this, though. I can't do pizza parties. I've turned a new leaf, dude. I have like a life coach, like a new, like nutritionist, trainer, like someone who's like training me to be Rocky. Okay, so I can't do that anymore. And that's okay, man. Like, it's good to do that. Training for a fight against BitBoy Crypto. Okay, I'm gonna be boxing him on the KSI's arena in July of next year. So I'm getting in shape for that. Just kidding. But I certainly would. It would be Georgia versus Alabama. Because he's from Georgia, I'm from Alabama. Yeah. That'd be a pretty cool fight. But whatever. So yeah, 1.2 cent target from here, which means...
And I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
You judge me. Well, some people would judge me. My trainer would be one of them that would judge me. Yeah, my stomach would judge me if I ate pizza. So 22% upside on Hex from here, if this is a true refried pump. 22% upside. And if you ever broke that level, 1.4 cents. It's just one at a time, man. It's one at a time. It's all about the inflection points. It's so undeniable. Look, even, say it's going to refried pump and break this level easily, for a fact, it is so certain looking left that the next level, next resistance will be 1.4 going back to November 2020. Look, February 2021, and then a flip of support in April 2021. That's it. That's your target above 1.2. All right, so that's the Hex request. What are we talking about, like A, B, C, D? Like something like this. This may be here. 50, 60% retrace, okay. So we'd be looking for like a 1618. If it was a 61% retrace, we'd be looking for a 1618 up there. But if it's like a 56, so you're probably looking more like a 155 retrace. So I mean, it kind of lines up. Again, I wouldn't be getting cute with it. I would think that 1.4 cents is an adequate target if we're gonna do the ABCD wave stuff, okay? Cauliflower, man, it's just not my thing, man. I'm just not big on it. I don't know. It's dry and it just doesn't imitate rice very well. I had some the other night. I'm just like, this is just not it, man. This is not the vegetable. It's not. So what was the next one? It was called, and here we are.
Daily/weekly.
Peloton. Look at Peloton. Peloton. We'll look in on. Thank you so much for 15. We got Bitcoin over here. Looking like is it gonna lay the egg, chat? Lay the egg 1 hour, 20 minutes until the daily close. Still the 4 hour close too. And you're just, how far off the highs are we? We are 1.14% off the highs from about an hour and a half ago. Okay, so let's see here. Dent to US dollar was requested. So we'll go. Dent to US dollar, he says. There it is. You got an exchange, man. Like dent to, let's maybe go to, I'll go to Binance. Seems like plenty of data. Okay, all right. We'll go here. Let's see. Well, kind of impeccable, isn't it? Like there's this, you know, where kind of, I guess, inception price, 2019, it was a high, right? And it's kind of maybe not quite, but flipping to support. And it's like double bottoming, and it's like a harmonic that went 100%. It's not bad. It's like YFI and some of these other ones. I would have preferred an 886 because that, you know, the harmonics, when the M-shaped harmonics that are the 886s, 786s, when they completed the 786, 886, that represents accumulation. So that's like good. That's like, oh, more people owning them before. But then you come to something like Dent, that's like, yeah, it completed M-shape in a way, but it's like a 100% retrace. So it's like there's no accumulation on Dent from December 2022. So it's been a year and no one's accumulated anything. But at the same time, it looks almost identical to a handful of others from June to now. This looks identical right there to like NEO, NEO, not NIO. So it's like an M shape completing, and it's a weak M shape, but it's like you're double bottoming there. And so it's like Adam and Eve, right? Where you V and you U. It's the V. And then it's the U. That's Adam and Eve behavior. Okay, so potential Adam and Eve double bottom occurring on Dent. You have upside that would take you probably to 8.3 tenths of 1 cent, right? Back to May of 2022's low. You can clearly see it's been regarded before as resistance support. It just was regarded as resistance in July. That's your target from here. But if you ever broke that, that would like pretty much confirm the potential Adam and Eve double bottom. And there's a lot more upside there. As you can see, anytime that level is regarded as support, wow, spectacular rallies happen. So the whole thing about Dent is you want to get back above 8.3 tenths of 1 cent, and then you want to regard it as support and hold it, reconfirm its validity, and then you're going to have a nice run up to, you know, probably 1.4 tenths. Oh my God, dude. Never mind. That's 8/100ths of a penny. Good God, man. We're all getting these coins. 8.3/100ths of a penny, and then your hard target, if ever broke 8.3/100ths of a penny or something, it's then 1.4 tenths of 1 cent. I guess. I mean, this is tough stuff, man. Y'all finding these in the backwoods. We seldom, I mean, I'm seldom looking at assets that are 1/100th of a penny. Normally, they're all like in the tenths of pennies. Got it. But dang, man, this is like beyond worthless.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, wee, wah. Hey, whoa, wee, wah. King is a castle. Thank you so much, Borat. As Borat was doing his thing, we had a new member of the Patreon join. Thank you so much to Alex L for joining just now. Please be sure to sync it with the Patreon to the Discord. Very grateful, man. Appreciate it. You must sync up your Patreon to the Discord. There are instructions in the Discord. And if you have problems, just DM Brad Fisher in the Discord. He will help you get that set up. Thank you, man. So let's see if the potential Adam and Eve plays out, because it is potential. Eve has not eaten the fruit yet. Not yet. She doesn't eat the fruit till the breakout of the neckline. Then it becomes confirmed. We're screwed. We're bullishly screwed, whatever, with the Adam and Eve joke or something. All right, so that was that. And then next request was Peloton. Let's look at Peloton, as we just are kind of all on the edge of our seat, balls of our feet, waiting for Bitcoin to do something. It's in the midst of doing something, right? But it's not really put on the show with the fireworks yet. It seems like they're just, you know, at the beginning of the fireworks show, they do maybe a few sprinklers, whatever, the joke fireworks, right? They throw a couple, what are those, poppers? What a joke, right? No big mortars yet. That's what we're waiting for on Bitcoin. What's the other one? The snake, the stupid snake. Dude, it's like, this is so bad, man. It's like, I mean, this isn't much. This is really like the same thing as that other one we looked at. What was it? It was just, it was Blur. This is about the same as Blur, where it's like, it doesn't really matter what happens next. Oh yeah, you're maybe confirming a bottom at all-time lows. So it just doesn't matter. Like, you'd be looking to identify a potential bullish like pattern, like a double bottom that what you're looking at right now. You want to see this in an uptrend. You want to find something like, just for instance, you're not looking for potential double bottoms at all-time lows in a long-term bear trend. You're just not. You're looking for potential double bottoms in well-established uptrends that cannot be denied, right? Okay, so all right, we're in an uptrend, it's undeniable, you're going through correction, but dang, man, you're getting like these levels, you're getting spring back test of springs. Look, man, you got one low and then a second low here. Well, look here. In these uptrends, look, one low, and I know it's a slightly lower low, and it's kind of tough here, but like you get that, like, it's higher highs, higher lows. Look here. I mean, you're looking for, this is also the same type of situation. Like, it's like one low and then a higher low before rally. Like, you're looking for, look, even here, man, like it's just there. Like, you go to the 4 hours, it's really there. It's like one low, then a rally, and then your second low. And it's so crazy because your second low isn't just back testing a demand line as support. It's a piercing line Japanese candlestick reversal and a confirmation low. One low, the second low. It's like the dream. And look at the run you had off of that one candle. So again, if you're looking for a double bottom, you want to find it in an already well-established uptrend, not at all-time lows. So we can go back to Piton because maybe I'm missing something here, but I don't think I was. I mean, it's just not much to look at, dude. Like the last thing I saw on this chart was, wow, these buyers are real losers. I mean, they pushed this price up once and then twice. And both of these peaks stayed below the 200 moving average. And there was such a lack of demand that these buyers couldn't even test the 200
I'm pulling
moving
for
average.
you,
They
Mitch.
failed
Just
twice.
go easy on my fellow Georgian. 0.469869611 sol.
Thank you, man. Well, I mean, yeah, look, I got money on Georgia this weekend in a teaser against Missouri at home at Sanford Stadium, but got them at like -5.5. So I think the line is like -19 or something stupid, but I teased it. But like, you know, are you talking about the whole joke I made about the boxing match? Yeah, right. I was kidding completely, but I am certainly getting in shape and stuff. So this one's up after hours, 2.29%. Let's say it did confirm a bottom and it is going to rally. And you're like, what do we do now, man? What's going to happen? Dude, it's really tough because you just don't know. It could just end up becoming the lowest high ever. You know, the most recent discernible events, the two of them. The most recent was the lowest low of all time, and it's undeniable. And then the discernible event before that was the lowest high of all time. Right? That's just nasty, right? It's just garbage. So you can't trust potential double bottoms in bearish conditions like this because they can literally like look okay and then they rally and they end up just making the lowest high ever again. It's so bad. You can't trust them. You can't trust the reliability or their potential performance after they've been painted. You can't, because the sellers are in control. You're looking for the buyers to long-term be in control of an asset. And then that's when those double bottoms are a lot more reliable and they can have a lot better performance when they are reliable. Oh, Scars is Lano, and he's doing a wonderful job of that. It's like a transition period, you know, getting my joints back in shape, all that. But give me 3 months, man. I'll be Vegeta levels, okay? Whew, okay, so that was like the last request on the list anyway. No more formal requests. Wow, dude, it's already almost stream time. I'm about to have to go live, chat, so I got to get out of here and go live on my YouTube channel or something in 10 minutes. Is that how it works? So still off those highs. Man, we got to a high of 35.63 Koa.
The miner was 19 last time Bitcoin was 30K. It's ranging at $8 or $9. Must be some fundamental issues there. Think they took on some new debt. Also, do you think Bitcoin ETF kill the Mara trade volume?
Really tough to say, man. Really tough to say. I mean, you're taking on debt. I know GBTC has been a really good tracker of Bitcoin spot price performance. It's kind of been the one to own if you want to track it almost 1-to-1 in terms of percentage performance. So if you look at Bitcoin from its bottom to the lowest lows to where we are at now, the height of the rally today, an hour ago, 2 hours ago, up 130% in 345 days, almost a year. And then you go to GBTC, which, if you don't know, GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, today hit its highest daily candle close since May of 2022. Just barely, though. So 130% from the bottom. Let's check out the performance of GBTC from its bottom. Right around the same day. So GBTC is up 250% from the bottom, man. So actually, and the reason is, it's pretty simple. It's like there was a major discount on GBTC, and since this move up, it's gone up 100% more than Bitcoin spot itself. The discount on GBTC is dwindling substantially. We're talking, it was like what, 40% at one time near the bottom, and now it's like only like 13-14%. I think from where you are right now, you're talking about a $31 par. Like if, say, GBTC went to like $31, $32 now, and Bitcoin stayed at the same price, there would be no more discount on GBTC. So they're still trading at a discount right now. But the beauty is, it's so cool. Remember that subtle sign of strength where, like, remember you're in a channel and there's so much demand that like the sellers are unable to test the demand line again? It happened twice. And it's just been going, man. Like Tron a little bit, stronger than Tron. So there's no like resistance here until 28.55. It's all gonna be tracking Bitcoin, really. Like Bitcoin goes up, keeps going up, it'll keep going up too. But if you ever break 28.55, then you just deal with 32.60, and then above that's like 38.70. So I don't know, man, about Mara. We'll see at Mara. Well, from Mara's bottom, let's track it, and you lose. Same low from Bitcoin and GBTC, right? Same low, like December 29th, December 30th, end of year. Currently trading, well, shoot, man, it's still up 182%. It's still technically, from the bottom, outperforming Bitcoin. At one point, Mara was up 539% from the bottom. Dang, man, Mara is awesome, right? Mara is actually really nice in terms of like yield. Not bad, man. I mean, this one's good. It's still outperforming spot price of Bitcoin, underperforming GBTC. But dude, like if this keeps up like this and you stay up, like 886 is everything and you're above it, man. You close the day above it. Pay attention to this level. You should not be like, this is the time to pay attention to marathon digital holdings, like today, tomorrow, the next day. What's going to happen? Are we going to catch some follow through above that level? Because the sky's the limit. I mean, straight down and up and 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 down. That's like it. So if history just repeats itself above 886 again, I mean, minimum 1550, but you're looking around the 1950s, $20 again. One thing I haven't looked at, what is it again? It's called BITO. It's like the other one. BITO. I think it's underperforming. What the? So same low, like end of the year. Well, this one actually weird. So are we gonna go from the bottom, or are we gonna go from like the same date of the other ones? I think that's fair. Up 73%, only up 75%. So if you bought BITO, you really lose. You've just missed out on half the gains you could have gotten on spot price or GBTC or Mara. Yeah, so based on this performance, this doesn't really look like the one. Would you rather own BITO or GBTC based on performance? GBTC, because it tracks Bitcoin far better. BitF, is that one too? That's Bitfarms, right? Yeah, Bitfarms. Yeah, it's a miner, right? So it's not quite the same. Oh, hey, man. All right. So something's going on. See this swing low from July 2022? Spring back test of spring ongoing. They're holding. They're defending it. 104. If this holds, 127. If you ever break 127, easy run to $2. So it could almost double. It go up 100% from here. If this is real. But this is so like early. It's happening yesterday and today. Pay attention. Do not. It's right there. It's not an opinion. It's just a swing. The first swing low, July 2022, right there, right? Look at the price action correlate to that. Now, interesting. If anything, easy to strategize an entry and a stop loss. That's the most important thing. That's all that matters here. We don't know if these things are going to play out. We just know that's an easy way to take a long, and you're risking very little, and you could win stupid. You could win the lottery on this one. Having an entry like where it is now, unfortunately, it's up 5% today. It's up another 1% after hours. But again, like say you were lucky and blessed enough to go long at 110 or whatever, you'd have your stop at like $1, maybe 98 cents or something, and then let this thing run. And then I don't even think you'd be taking profit at 127. I think you'd be like going for the lotto. You'd be Babe Ruth in this. You'd be legit going for a $2 target, a double up. Bitfarms, man. All right. Looks like a Head and Shoulders. No. Again, right? See, you're trying to figure out. You're getting ahead of yourself here. I'm being very simple in my analysis. I'm not looking to identify Head and Shoulders. Okay, I'm looking at the most recent event that has occurred on this chart. I get you. Yeah, failure to break 127. Yeah. Oh no. But remember what happened before that. Well, you fell below a key level where guess what? If you fall below this level and it's a true bearish breakdown, you're going down to like 69 cents. But that didn't happen. There was such a lack of supply and a lack of asks, right? The sellers were so weak, they couldn't do anything when they got the ball, right? When they break supports, it's their ball. So it's time to construct a drive to run down the field to score a touchdown. And they went 3 and out because the buyers came back in and pushed the price back above the key inflection point. And yeah, I get it. Like, they ran it up and they couldn't break resistance. All right. But look what's happened now. Again, a spring, back test of spring is a technical indicator almost no different than identifying bullish divergence, identifying an ascending triangle near its maturation, near the apex. It is its own thing. And I'm showing you that it's an event that is occurring right now. And it could fail, of course. But when you have successful spring back tests, those are triggers. That's a trigger for an entry. It's an entry argument. Your argument now, this is why I'm going long. Because of the spring back test that was successfully occurred today and yesterday. You get it? And when you do that, when you go in, when you enter along, the next thing one does after that spring back test entry is they set up their stop loss below the spring back test that just occurred, right? Because if the price is falling to your stop loss, that means certainly the spring back test argument The reason why you went long, it failed, and that's okay. You took on minimal losses. Move on. Look for another spring back test, another chart. Whew. All right, sorry, end rant there. Blacked out a little bit. Again, just education-centric stream where all I'm going to try to do is help you, right? All about looking for the edge. This is a potential major edge. It doesn't look like much now, but just wait, man. Let's go to TLT, whatever. The bond, 20-year bond. It's rallying, man. It's rallying. I can cover it short. There might be, there's divergence. Remember, there had been. Just like there was bearish divergence on the yields. So the bullish divergence is kind of playing out, right? It's beginning to play out. You're starting to rally. You're up after hours, 0.36% as well. But just because a little relief rally is coming in on some divergence doesn't mean crap until you get back above $88. That's it. Because remember, you're in a just disgusting bearish trend. So the bullish indicator that you are identifying in a very bearish trend, this is actually on record now as being like among like the top 3 worst crashes in the history of all financial markets now. That was officially dubbed this like yesterday by like financial institutions. So that's really bad, man. All right. And the call option interest is at its highest level ever on this chart as of yesterday. So that means like the general public, everyone's betting with leverage and they're calling that the bottom is in on the TLT. So those things right there maybe be like, yeah, you're catching some bids now and some divergence, but remember, divergence like this in a nasty bear trend, could easily just turn into an 886 from this high to low, form a back test, and then it collapses again. You're just not in the right environment to be looking for bullish reversals. For swing trades that are gonna turn into huge runs, the runs are probably just gonna be short-lived, bear market rally, short squeezes, and then they end, and then they draw down violently, and then they go test the lows and then we see fresh lows. The trend, man, you do want to be trading in good trends, and it's been declared the worst crash in the history, or one of like the top ones in the history of all markets. And we're talking going back to the South China, was it South Seas
Sorry
company?
to bring you back
the
to
one
it,
Isaac Newton
but can you check the
FOMO'd in and
weekly
went
on
broke
TIL?
on?
Loved your breakdown on that daily. Weekly looks like quadruple bullish divergence. Thoughts on that? Very informative and always
Sure, we can
appreciate
look at
your
it.
education. Very helpful, Lord
Let's go
Ray.
to Piton. Just oh, I like this song though, man. So we're talking about there's divergence, kind of definitely on the daily. Some. Let's go to the weekly. Certainly bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. Yes. Let's go to the monthly. Nah, nothing there on the monthly. It's so bad on the monthly. Like, herp derp. Yeah, weekly divergence, undeniable. So if you want to just be a divergence basement buyer, go with God, man. Dude, if one is, they better just have a stop loss set up, around below 430 or something. But dude, yeah, you're not off. I mean, there's divergence. Look, one low, one low, and then the second low, and then the same low, and then on the same low, you're diverging. Yeah. So daily and weekly bullish divergence on Peloton. The Disclosure Project by Bloom. Original mix. Hype in the chat. Good song. All right. So I guess it is your local on the 8s again. This live stream's been ongoing for 2 hours and 9 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We are still, this is an early stream. I am live based on price action and potential events occurring on the Bitcoin chart. As you can see just above my head, the live price action, the clear ongoing potential breakout. about 35,150 or so. It's close, man. We did see a high here at the beginning of the stream at 35,600. Wild. So there you go, man. Take a shot. Do your thing. Let's see its performance, though. It's like, no matter what someone identifies, even in a bear trend or whatever, as long as, if you have an argument, as long as you have a strategic stop loss setup that is tight, where you take on minimal losses if or when it fails, you're doing better than 90% of other traders out there that don't do that. I just want you to look for winners. I just want you to trade like winners that like are in long-term uptrends that have gone through 88% corrections, you know. Like AMD was kind of like a great example of that. Even with the freaky price action we were seeing with the slightly lower low, I mean, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for proven winners. Okay, they're proven winners on the year. They like Bitcoin's been in an uptrend since 2023 began. AMD been in an uptrend since 2023 began. Even before it was 2023 first low. Right? You're looking for an asset. Wow, you're in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows consecutively. No one could argue with that. You're correcting. The correction is this beautiful Volkowski falling wedge pattern and the defense of a key inflection zone from years ago, 3 years ago. They tested once and then they tested twice. And on the second test, they formally defended it. And then just yesterday, Halloween, spooky, the buyers got the price above 97.90, which is what? It's not a joke. It is the high from December of 2020. So it was a refried breakout. And look at the earnings, whatever, and then Jerome Powell, and then we know, hey, from what we learned, nothing's changed. Your US dollar purchasing power is crashing. They're not going to show you. They're not going to tell you. It's just the way it is. Everywhere you go, every day, tomorrow, the next day, it's only going to get worse for years. The IMF said, right? I think they said yesterday, or even maybe this morning, that forget transitory inflation. Inflation will be ongoing for years. So when you look at something like this, just think about it. It's just like people's attempt to outrun their purchasing power getting destroyed. Target is like 119. If this is real, a real confirmed bottom, a well-established uptrend, a great company that makes good products with good leadership, all right, I can get behind that. Seven more likes for what? 420? How many likes? I don't check, man. I get depressed when I check those metrics now. So I'll let other people do it for me. I just try to stick with the charts. So what is it? 420 or 500? 500. So we already hit 420. So I didn't even get to.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
That's crazy that sound clip was from like 5 years ago, right? Or 3 years ago when they did that 3 years ago. Maybe it was 5. Oh my God. And now they've just done another podcast. I got to find another famous Elon clip to play on my soundboard from this recent podcast. Gosh dang, man, this is gorgeous. It do be like that. So a teaching lesson is like, yeah, it's a falling wedge. That's great. But what happens? You have a false breakout and it draws down again. It's like, don't, the fake out, the classic confirmed bearish breakdown. It's a just classic fake out and then right back above the level and defended. And now the follow through. Man, it's just. The interesting thing about this was there wasn't really divergence on the MACD histogram. But someone could have argued there was divergence on the RSI there, a low, then the slightly lower low on price with the higher level on the RSI. Not really where I want to see it. I want to see it oversold, but it didn't do that because I guess it's just too strong. All right, 35.3. We're still broken out, and it is now
It's time for Power Hour.
Power Hour is ongoing for the last 9 minutes, so we have less than 1 hour till the daily close. I mean, it's really tough to be like, oh man, yeah, I'm going to be live for the next 50 minutes. I've already been live 2 hours, 15 minutes. So I'm just kind of like wiped now. My ability to concentrate and focus is just kind of dwindling. Just gotta wonder, man. This is the road to $40,000. The road to 37. Some are saying, I don't get it. Some people are like 37K resistance. Like I've heard a couple people say, like, why you say that? Like let's look. Like 37K. Like that's 36.6. Like what is 37K? I don't really. Oh, so it's like a potential swing low. 37.3 though. I guess 30. Oops. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't really see 37K as something that is so important, man, right? It's like, meh. I really do think that like 38K on the weekly and then 40K on the daily. Oh, I forgot. I'm not really talking to chat because no one chats. So I'm just gonna stop asking questions. But yeah, we're like, you know, this is what it looks like before the next level, man. As I was saying yesterday, to be short is really stupid. Really stupid. Like there are times when it makes wonderful sense to be short on an asset. But it takes a lot of time for that edge to develop on significant time scales. And it's like the worst time for anyone to ever try to say they're short, because you just broke out after consolidating from April to October in an uptrend, and you broke out on high volume. That's insane, dude. Like, so and guess what? If you were levered short in any capacity from where the price was on the stream yesterday when I was a glass of orange juice, you've most likely been liquidated, or your stop loss has certainly been triggered. And if you're still short and you didn't have a stop, wow, you're not trading. What are you doing? You're not actually trading. You should have gotten stopped out this morning at 35,151. Well, volume profile. All right, whatever, man. People got their thing. They got their ways. Maybe that's it. Just in my opinion, horizontal line, support resistance on a mass psychology scale. Everyone in the world is seeing the same thing I'm seeing everywhere, right? And we all together are like, yeah, that's a general consensus area where the limit sells would be. That's where I would put maybe a limit sell to take some profit on the huge run from 30 to 40, right? You take some profit right there because that's where it reversed. The first run up, straight up and down, and then went straight back up and down. And then when buyers defended again, straight back up and then broke it that time. Within the same type of price action you received after the insane, like the third peak, and then this was when China banned mining in China, and then Bitcoin lost 50% of its value in like 9 days. Like, that's unreal. That's psychotic. But even still, when the price capitulated down to that level, buyers defended 30K, 31K. And what happened when they defended? Even on that day, it's so crazy. Look, straight up to 40K within a day, a $10,000 swing it literally went from 30K all the way up to 42,380. And then the next day, it hit it again, right? Same resistance. And then eventually sold off all the way back down to the bottom of the range. And then what happened when buyers came back in May? They ran it up to 40K, not 37K or 36K. When the rally concluded, it was at 40K. And then you started chopping around, but eventually From there, you made it back down to 30K again, 31K. And then what happened? Buyers defended right back up to the same level. Do you understand? Like, that's why 40K makes the most sense in my opinion. Just because history is so insane between the levels. Like, there's just not much stalling besides that. Look what happened. Just like AMD had a confirmed bearish breakdown below the key inflection point. It was a complete fake out major engulfing candle. And then you ran straight up to where? From 30K to 41K. And that's where it pulled back, you know, and then the range was over, you know, rallied and broke out. So I don't know, man. Price action kind of constructs my opinion on things on all charts, not like how I feel, just what market participants did in the past. You would think it would make all the sense in the world if just the same thing happened again. And it does all the time, man. Straight up, straight down. We have a meme about it. Mr. Miyagi. Do you see, Daniel-san, when resistance breaks, straight up, straight down with the paintbrush on the fence? Yes. I think that one meme of the month or something. Still looking good, man. 35.4. We got 43 minutes. I don't really know how I'm going to be able to stick around for another 43 minutes for the close. I'm pretty exhausted now, dude. What should I do? Should I just end it and come back if we hit 40K or something? Remember to join the Discord if you haven't. It's free to join the Discord. You get notified when I go live. You get, you stay connected to this community when the live stream inevitably ends. And there are great educational resources if you're trying to get your toes wet. And what I try to teach every day, like, hey, this is like another language, man. It just is. And if you want to really start learning a little bit at a time, that's what you have to do. You have to take your time learning different aspects of traditional technical analysis at a time.
Coffee. If it was made out of cocaine, and that cocaine was made space aliens, whenever I feel sluggish after killing Kenny, I usually drink Sham Woe. It's the best.
Eric Cartman, thank you so much for the space alien contribution. Sham Woe, dude. Thought you only had Chipotle away. That was your go-to thing. Thank you. But yeah, back, like in that Discord, remember, free to join. You get educational resources. But you're staying connected to a community of like-minded individuals that really cares about traditional technical analysis and the people that put their life's work into researching it. We are the TA, man. The TA, and it's not ego. It's not about I was right, I was wrong, I was this, it's about this is how it was, man. You take a trade, there is no ego. I don't know if this will play out. I just know that this is a great area to strategize my entry, and I have a tight stop loss to prevent my losses if it fails. And there are reasons why, and I'm answering why before I take my long. The Mark Douglas way, man. That's the only way to trade. Yeah, just is. So if you're out there and you're newer and you don't know who Mark Douglas is, please, I implore. I think it will change your life. If you've never read Trading in the Zone and you're in this world, please, there's an audiobook online for free. You can just go, walk around your house or on a treadmill or go do yard work and listen to this audiobook, Trading in the Zone. It will change your trading life. Heck, man. I mean, that book, like I don't expect anything out of life anymore. My mentality changed in every way after reading that book. It wasn't just about trading. And I find myself, I never get like disappointed or really like that inconvenienced on things just because I'm like, oh, well, whatever. I don't expect anything ever. So anyway, join the Discord. And the other reason you would join is just because you get notified when I go live on YouTube or create content. So what'll happen is I go live normal time or early or whatever. Okay. And then 3 hours later, insane pump happens and I go live again. YouTube will fail to notify you. So you won't you will miss the whole live stream, the whole pump stream. So that's why you want to go join the Discord. There's almost 15,000 members strong. Great community, very active. Golden Cross. Oh yeah, Death Cross, Golden Cross. Well, see, this is how unreliable and who would really care about it. You understand the people, like, I didn't even bring up the word Death Cross, I don't think even one time during this, because I don't care. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you. It's a lagging indicator. But yeah, it's really cool to see a Death Cross into a Golden Cross, because it just means where we were is being reconfirmed, where the 50 and the 200 are above each other, right? The last time we had an actual Golden Cross on Bitcoin was February 6th. And eventually, after that Golden Cross happened on the 6th, let's see, was it the 6th right there? The price was at, that was 7th. I'm trying to, sorry, man, my concentration's gone. Okay, so right there, that's what the price. So eventually, after the Golden Cross, yeah, you had a drawdown. It was not easy, right? Because it's a lagging indicator. And it's like, imagine taking action on a Golden Cross. It's stupid. It went up and then went down. It's like, doesn't, but eventually, a 36% rally in a little over 2 months. So Golden Crosses have to happen because your 50 has to get back above your 200 for the trend to truly be like higher highs, higher lows consecutively for a long time. It's a natural phenomenon of the moving averages. So it's always good, but still, nothing to take action on, man. Jeez. But it is a great buzzword that people would use for clicks on YouTube. Golden Cross, whoa! It's a ShamWow. ShamWow Cross. All right. All right, we had a few people join the Discord. All right. Welcome, welcome. 35,400. I mean, we're ongoing breakout, and each minute that goes by, the closer we get to a confirmed bullish breakout of a rectangle / pennant. Pennant meaning like, oh, okay, maybe it was like this too. Sure, such a small pattern, it's hard to even trust, but it was there, 60 minute, you know. That's, yeah, little demand line. A little bit of both, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's just not enough hype, not enough chat to keep this going. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. And, you know, I'm sure Bitcoin will probably pump to 38K when I'm not here. But one day the hype will return and we can do 4-hour live streams, 5-hour live streams again. I'm just, you know, I don't know. Like, we just got to wait for more normies and retail to return to keep it going. So thanks for watching, and thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. Thank you all new patrons. And thank you so much to all the patrons who have continued their support, who have renewed today, and you know, in the coming days, you know, in the Discord, where you can join anytime in the Discord. So thank y'all. Let's go Bitcoin. It looks like we got a breakout. Very well could be real, and we could be headed, seeing ourselves at 38K, 40K faster than you could actually even think. So I'll just end it with a good song I like. All right, y'all. Be good. Respect the TA.